Welcome to Not Yet Christian. I'm your host, Jennie D. Whether you're curious about Jesus, new to faith, a cautious Christian, or questioning religion altogether, come on in and let's shift your baggage to a backstory with purpose. Hey guys, it's future Jennie D. You know, what was really tugging my heart after we recorded the episode with Cheney was how God uses our weaknesses, that he works through our weaknesses. And so there's two more Bible verses I want to read to you. So in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, Paul's basically talking to God saying, oh, there's Al. Say hi. Sit down. Sit down. Paul's talking to God and wants to get this thorn out of his flesh. He's struggling. He's in jail. Satan's tormenting him. And so he really had this vision of, this thorn in his side, this thorn in his flesh. And God responds this way. Chapter 12, verse 8, where Paul begs him 3 times to take this thorn away. And 9 says, each time God said, my grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses, so the power of Christ can work through me, says Paul. And now he goes on to say, that's why I take pleasure in my weaknesses and in the insults, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I'm weak, then I am strong. And so that just came to my heart when we aren't doing things right and when we aren't feeling our best Christian, God shows up. He shows up in our weaknesses. So don't condemn yourself for weaknesses or when you're not doing it right. Just go to God and say, take this thorn out of my side. And he's going to do really cool stuff with what you're struggling with and what your weaknesses are. And any of the bad stuff, he can do for good, as it says in Romans 8:28. So anyhow, love you guys. Bye. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed not only just a conversation about 2 Christians that really don't have it together but still remain faithful in the Lord, but really enjoyed the Bible verses that we snuck across the bottom of your screen during that episode. Two Christians getting together to share their stories, their good and their bad, and there's so much Bible in it. So we wanted to remind you about our free app called I Am 320. So if you download that app, it's in the Google stores and the Apple stores. What we're going to do is we're going to give you the daily Bible verse. There are lots and lots of resources there, but it could be overwhelming. Even the 21-day emotional health challenge, you have to put in some work. And so if you're new to this, the only thing you need to do right now to get started is get into that daily Bible verse. That's your challenge. If this is brand new and you're not ready for all of these resources, get into the daily Bible verse. And what you'll see is not only are we giving you the daily Bible verse, but we're also helping to explain it. The Bible says that we should ask God for discernment. Don't just take a Bible verse. Some people will pluck a Bible verse out of the Bible, just one verse, and then decide what they think it means without putting in a little bit more elbow grease. For example, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not harm you, and plans to give you hope and future. Somebody might look at that and say, I'm good to go. I'm going to get a bunch of money. I'm going to get my family. I'm going to get everything I want. It's just prosper. No one's going to hurt me, and give you hope for the future. And that's not what that verse means. And so what we do is explain the verse. Our goal is to help you look left and right in the Bible without having to Google and flip back and forth to a bunch of pages. If you've only got 15 minutes, we're going to give you an introduction. We're going to tell you where Jeremiah was. We're going to explain the key meanings of each of the phrases to help you kind of understand really what God's saying here. And then basic application of how you can apply it. But more importantly, there's even more details. If you understand that Jeremiah was in a place of judgment, there was exile, it was a bad time for them. So what that Bible verse means is, hey, you're in the waiting room right now. Keep being faithful to me. Keep looking up to me. I will restore you. Throughout the Bible, it's about redemption and restoration. So this isn't a Bible verse that says, you're going to be good all the time and I'm going to hand you everything you ever need, what you want, the process, the people, all of the goodies. No, this Bible verse is saying when you are in trouble, when you are in turmoil, when you are in a storm, when you are in a waiting room, I'll restore you. Keep remaining faithful because my plan is way better than yours. So it just takes a couple more minutes. We really just want you to understand the Bible verse better than just trying to interpret it yourself without what's going on around that Bible verse. And so we make it easy for you. You click a couple buttons. And just a reminder, before you open the Bible, before you open the app, as you're getting into the daily verse that we're asking you to take a look at every day, God, help me to understand this. Help me discern your voice. And that way we give you some information to really help you understand, well, how am I supposed to apply this Bible verse today? Because it certainly isn't you're going to get everything. It's when it's not good. Trust me, my plan is better for you. Well, anyhow, don't forget that app is free, F-R-E-E. We want to provide you that resource to help you get your butt in the Bible. That's the only way you can get closer to God, is to listen to what He's saying to you. I am so glad you stopped by. If you felt encouraged today, we have more to offer. Not Yet Christian is just one of the resources provided by Immeasurably More 320, a nonprofit ministry. For additional resources, please visit immeasurablymore320.com and swing by our store at whereyourjesus.com. Join us again next week for another episode of Not Yet Christian. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.